Good morning, Super Bowl Sunday. Uh, got a little bit of work lined up. I'm watching a couple dogs for people. Just got back from the grocery store. We got some groceries. I'm gonna sit around, chill, clean up around here while I can before the game starts. And I'll be on YouTube and watching the game at the same time on the big screen. And so, just wanted to say happy Sunday, the Lord's Day. Thanks for another day, Lord. And that's about it. What's going on with the Delphi case? Well, they C or HLN had it on last night. Plus, Channel 16 local news had it on last night and the day before. That was cool. So it's getting coverage. Uh, I think I already know what happened and who the suspects are. And people are like, call it in. We don't have to. They already know. They're already on it. They already got people on it. Do I think it might have been a revenge killing or something because of one of the girl's parents was an informant, uh, and someone found out about it, and the revenge was they took out the kids. It's possible. That's what I'm probably thinking. A lot of people are saying, do you think maybe there was another target? Well, the only other target that could have been there was the two girls that were in their 20s, that were older, that were out there that day. They could have been the target. They were more of the guys' uh, ages and probably knew the guys. Um, and that probably could possibly the target. Them are the only really two options. Either it was a revenge killing for him being an informant, or they got the target mixed up, and the two girls ended up dying or whatever. But there was more women out there that day, and you can hear it in the video. And you know why they didn't get nowhere on this case? Because for one, they were real touchy about it with the police being involved. Once they found out that it was one of their own that was involved in it, his photo was being used. They probably changed the course of everything because there's a lot of people not happy with the police, everywhere. So they probably tried to cover that up. And, you have to remember, they didn't come out with any information for 3 years after the murder, you know, happened in 2017. And the video didn't come out of Bridge Guy until like 2019 or 20 or something like that. So, I think it was more than what everybody, and there was more than one guy, you know, there was more than one guy. And the people that were there, I think, were sent there to cover, to be a lookout, whatever, a alibi or a diversion. So yeah, I think we pretty much know what's going on with that case. And a lot of people are shaking their head and putting their heads in their hands, going, "Are you kidding me?" No, we're not kidding you. It was a big ring of them, a whole bunch of them. You probably watch them dudes on YouTube, their channels, like all of us. And that was another tip the police gave was, they're right in front of your face, meaning they're all around us. It's a big ring. They were on YouTube. We were probably watching some of their channels. Was Greeno involved? I bet he was. That's why they took his phone. Um, I bet they're all involved. Anybody that is named a suspect is involved in it. They can't probably prove it all, but they know, they got a good hunch that they all knew each other through social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, drugs, that area, you know. So it all makes sense. And, everybody's waiting. I got to hear the Anthony Klein. Well, Anthony Klein ain't going to tell you that he was involved in killing two little girls that he was luring there or whatever, you know. It's like Chadwell. Chadwell ain't going to be telling you people that he was involved in it if they're not charging him with it. If they don't have him red-handed and say, we got you, and then people want to interview him or whatever, Um, these guys are not going to tell you people that they were involved in it. Not unless you got stone cold proof that it was them, So, yeah, it's pretty much done with that case. And you guys will never find out the real truth. It will be covered up, and you won't find out the real truth. What you people actually have seen is a cover up in the works until somebody got wind of it and started complaining about it. And then they went ahead and reopened the case or whatever. They knew about Keegan Klein 12 days after the murder. They found him. Everything was tracked probably. Data, phones. That's why there's so many involved. That's why they're bringing in a whole bunch of other agents and police to work on the case because there's a bunch of them. Dang lighter. And that's why they never went anywhere with this case because they were so focused on it was one guy. I seen a video yesterday where a guy was talking, well, Libby was killed or Abby was killed because it was a guy that one of the girls resembled his wife and he couldn't stand his wife. So he killed the girls. I don't think so. I think it all makes sense that Eric, one of the girls' parents, got busted and ratted on people. He turned informant. Somebody got wind of it, put it out on the street that he was an informant, and they probably killed his kids or whatever. And, that's one of my theories. The other theory is the guy got the target mixed up. Could have been the older girls that they wanted that probably knew most of these guys that probably were involved in the meth, the drugs, the heroin, and the sex ring or whatever. Could have been. Them are the only two. Either that or the girls were being sexually abused or sleeping with somebody and they, killed the girls so they wouldn't find out. But we've had enough of this Delphi case. It's drove everybody nuts. So, I still am going to do my experiment this week when it gets warmer. It's supposed to be up into the high 40s, almost 50 for a day, but then it's supposed to get cold at night. So I'm going to wet some articles of clothing maybe or a towel or something, set it outside between 2:30 and 3 o'clock, and I'm going to let it sit out there, and the next morning I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go check the clothes and see if they're still damp or wet. And that'll tell us how cold it was that night out there, if they crossed the river or not. Like I said, they were out there that night. Okay. There was a lot of people out there that night, the same night that they came up missing, the same day. And they found nothing in that whole area out there. And they even had dogs out there. That tells me something ain't right with that case. If they had cadaver dogs out there or dogs looking for Abby and Libby and they didn't find them out there, and people are like, oh, well, that's such a big area that no, they looked on both sides of the creek. They had a drone out there. They would have seen them. The dogs would have sniffed them. The dogs would have got them. So something ain't adding up with it. Do I think it's possible someone did find the girls but didn't tell people and took the phone? Possible. Is it possible the girls were already dead before they even made the recordings of Bridge Guy? Very possible. But like I said, I'm not worried about it anymore. This dang Delphi case, there's so many people involved in it. They even have these guys talking that they belong to some gang or biker club. And as soon as they said that, I was like, yeah, it explains everything. The drugs, the prostitution, yeah. So, what can you do? Nothing really. But I see President Biden sent all them truckers home that were blocking the bridge going to Canada and everything. They're putting the squeeze on us, White House. I don't know if you know that or not, but they're doing the same thing at the shipping container yards. There's so many ships out there and so much stuff that they put the squeeze on America. And that's what happens when your resources are from outside your own country. They'll put the squeeze on you, and they did, and they still are. I don't know. I don't know what these people want to hear, But it is Super Bowl Sunday, and I believe it's all real. I believe that they're trespassing on us. That ain't their cancer. That ain't my cancer. That ain't none of our. It's these other people's trespassers, whatever it may be. But it ain't our sickness. We don't want it. Don't send it to us no more. You got mail. Check your mail. I don't want to hear it. Little voodoo witch. I don't want to hear it. No, there's a lot of new videos coming out saying that this is starting to turn into a race thing in America. Well, it very well might be. People are tired of their kids getting killed. People are tired of all the bullying and everything. So it might turn into a race thing. All I can say is hunker down, dig in. If it turns into a race thing, which they always play the race card, come on. God, they want us to suffer for something somebody did 400 years ago. They want us to suffer for people, 1,000 years ago. We had nothing to do with it. All these slave people were paid, and they keep milking this country for everything it's got. They just keep milking it. Well, I don't know. I don't know nothing about no race thing. I wasn't born when you people had that race problem. But there's a lot of people that are now just getting sick of it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. So whatever you want to do, a lot of people are saying, no, well, it's going to be a tattoo war. These people that are marked by the devil or whatever. Well, I don't care what war it is. Get it going and get it over with so we can rebuild or get back to normal. Gas is $3.50 out here. Everything has gone up. Food. I went to the grocery store today and got 4 bags of food, and it cost me outrageous money. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Everything's gone up, and they are putting the squeeze on America. Inflation's at 7.5, and I see it after the summer gets here and the weather and everything, and I imagine it going up. 7.5 ain't nothing compared to what it's heading towards. This is what happens when you have open borders. When you allow a country to have all kinds of freedoms, you're going to have children coming up missing, people drawing circles on the ground and praying to the devil. So, yeah, America is letting it happen. So, frankly, Watson, I don't give a damn. So, what do we do? I don't know. We need doctors. There's a couple doctors out here that they're hunting down that just weren't real doctors. They didn't know what they were doing. They actually did more damage to people than anything. So there's no more of this, oh, well, there's a law or any. These people don't care about their laws. Uh, I don't blame them. Them doctors messed up. And then they expect, well, there's going to be no repercussions. Well, maybe not to you and maybe not to your judicial system or whatever. But these people want eye for an eye. And I don't blame them. When you have doctors coming into this country and they take an oath, but you got a lot of money and you give them money, make sure this guy dies or rig his test or, and then that doctor just walks away with no repercussions or anything. And that's how it is. If what's the worst thing that can happen to him? He gets his license pulled in this state and he has to go to another state and practice medicine instead of the state that he's in. No jail time, nothing. So these things, they're coming to a real. See, we pay these people that say they're the best of the best and they know what they're doing, but yet them people died. They couldn't even control a virus attack on America. So do I think they're capable of no, some of these doctors, no, they're being paid by the other side to kill you, not to try and save your lives. So I don't blame a lot of them people for being pissed. I don't. The new thing is that's out. How did this happen? I'll tell you how. All your animals that you had, your dogs, your cat, were all injected with COVID. And they were all sent back to your homes where them dogs contaminated you with COVID right underneath your noses. So there you go. That's how it was done. It was all over the news. It was all over the news. I don't know how long ago. They went into a veterinary office that was struck by a vehicle. And once they went in to clean up the mess, they started finding vials of clear liquid that had stickers on it that said COVID. And that's probably how they were doing it. Inject the dog is sick, contaminated. Next thing you know, the dog goes home to its owners. Dog starts sneezing or whatever, and everybody thinks that's nothing. Dogs sneeze or whatever, but it was contamination. Government's really got to wake up. They want me to run the show, and I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough. You got 50 mil for me just to even think about working for a week for these people? No, they don't. But it's going to get worse. They can't stop it. No one could stop it. And that's why I'm saying hunker down. Christ, they took a whole bunch of trucks and blocked the bridge coming into America from Canada. Literally blocked it. You know, was that a sign to the rest of the world that they'll shut down America and no one will come over here or whatever? It might be. I don't know. I'm just a YouTube creator with a mind. So I know a lot of you people are saying there's no way they could do that. Oh, there is. If they were injecting your dogs with COVID, that dog went to your home and it contaminated you people. So, yes, it is possible. If they want to contaminate something, they're going to contaminate it, just like a grocery store. You know, just like anything. You people think nothing can happen. It's impossible. It is impossible. This is the greatest country in the world under God. Yeah, and every time you people will lose. Every time. Because it is possible. They did it. And they're going to do it again. I don't know what to tell you. It was all over the news. It was all over social media. They were finding vials of COVID in a veterinary office. So, and that was before COVID hit. That was before COVID hit. So where did them vials come from? I'll tell you where. Everything was planned. They're evil people. Did the government have a hand in it? Could have been. That hit just about election time. That was before Trump was in there. That information was released on the veterinary's office where you take your dogs. That there was vials of COVID there. It makes sense. They inject the dog goes home, contaminates the family. Well, it's like rabies, you know. There was a lot of people had rabies, but the doctors thought it was just sun rash from being out. No, it was rabies rash. It was rabies. So these doctors in this country ain't everything it is. But there's new people coming in. They're going to clean it all up the hard way, you know, the ugly way. But there ain't nothing anyone could do about it. These are my opinions. I have the right to my opinions. That's what I think happened. I think that it's very well possible. Right under people's noses. Nobody would think of it. Dog sneeze, a cat sneezes, no biggie. It's all because of that fable that has been around for centuries, that a dog's mouth, that a dog is cleaner than a human. That is a lie. I keep telling people, don't let your dog lick you on the face. You know, no, you kidding me? The dog's mouth's cleaner than a human. Yeah, I don't know who told you people that, but it's obvious the same people that told you your dog was okay and then injected them with COVID. And next thing you know, or disease, rabies or whatever, and you know, dogs' mouths are not cleaner than humans. They are subjected to rabies right off the bat and other sicknesses. They lick their own butt. They eat their own feces. And somehow these people think that their dogs' mouths are cleaner than a human. It is unreal. I can't believe it. But I'm glad this happened because it will open the eyes of the civilians. Hopefully, they keep thinking that everything's, you know, that's impossible. That just don't happen in America. There's no mafia. There's no gangs. There's no biker clubs. That's what they tell us. Impossible as it goes on right around us. United States has become a giant Jonestown. That was an experiment too. They all knew Jones, even the politicians. You know, some kind of a church cult he believed he was God. Next thing you know, he's banging all kinds of women in his thing. He's got people packing up and moving to another country. And these people, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people believed in him. And he killed them all. And right before they got to him, he shot himself in the head. So this whole thing is nuts. But I got some good food for tonight. I don't know if I'm going to have pizza. I might have Cajun turkey sandwiches with tomato on it, pickle, Doritos. I don't know what I'm going to have tonight, but I'll have something good while I relax. And that's it. I'm going to quit smoking. Can we fix a lot of things? Yes. Is there a cure for cancer? Sure. Is there a cure for AIDS and everything? Sure. But there is no money in curing you, because then you don't have to get the medication. Then you don't have to go to the doctor. So, literally the things that we believe in so much, God, government, society, business, free enterprise, it's just part of, they're killing you. And what is really sick is you are backing them killing you. They're killing you right underneath their noses. They killed me. They killed you. They killed Jesus. But we still go on and believe in God. Glory be to God. God's day. Just to be safe, you gotta believe. But then you go to the doctor and they tell you you're nuts. It's all it's a story. It's a book. It ain't real. Quit believing in the devil. The devil ain't real and all this. Here's some medication. Take this. So all we could do is tell you, is just like the professionals told us, you're all nuts. Cuckoo. Is it possible to contaminate animals, send them home to their families, and them animals contaminate the families, the neighborhoods? Yes. Is it possible to contaminate food? And if you have the right, well, we don't even have enough food inspectors to inspect the food. Is it possible to infect animals, kill them, sell them at the store, package it up, and it contaminate people? Yes. Let me tell you what the proof is, people. There's food out there that is killing people. Salmonella, you name it. It's all kinds of stuff. But they don't know that until someone comes to the doctor. Why? Because there is nobody inspecting the food. There ain't enough people. Therefore, they know the food's probably bad, but they wait until somebody comes in and there's a bunch of people that get sick. Then they issue a recall on the food. You know, back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, they had food inspectors up the yin yang. They had dudes standing inside of restaurants inspecting how all the food was prepared, and they tested all the meat. They did all kinds of things, one at a time. You know, but today there ain't that many food inspectors. Why? Because they cut all them jobs for the war machine. They didn't think it was necessary. This is America. It's impossible. But yet we got trailers of cows driving down the street, swollen up like a hot air balloon. You know, dead cows on trailers and stuff. So yeah, I imagine so. Either that, or we are a town with a military school here. Someone could have attacked the military school with chemicals. That makes sense. That's why they shut down the school. People were getting sick all around. Could have been. Anything's possible. They shut down Howell Military School, which is 5 minutes away from me. You know, big giant piece of property with all kinds of buildings and cadets and all kinds of stuff out there. Is that possible? Yeah, I'm a dude that thinks about things. Is it possible? Sure it is. If they went ahead and told people Hitler is going to invade and there ain't going to be nothing anyone could do about it, and that is actually what they told our generals and our president. He's too strong. He's going to invade and there ain't nothing anyone could do about it. And they were right. They didn't want to listen. And he invaded these countries and walked all over them. And then America had to get involved in the war. You know, they said they'd never be able to hit London, but he went ahead and incinerated London. You know, so is anything possible? Sure is. Would I believe it? I don't know if it's true, but would I believe that they were injecting animals with COVID and then sending them home to their families? I would believe it. Is it possible? Yes. Very possible. So keep that in mind, folks. I don't know if it's true, but do I believe it could be done? Yes. Yes, it can be done. All right, enjoy the Super Bowl, folks. Enjoy this beautiful Sunday. And I want to thank God for giving me enough intelligence to hit the side of my center console for my gear shift on the bottom by the fuel pedal, on the side of it where that fluctuator sensor was, because it popped right in. I heard it click, and there's brushes in there. It's like a dial, like a thermostat, and then brushes run on a circuit board, and sometimes it gets out of whack and possibly comes off of that connection a little bit, so you got to tap it, and that might reseat it. I might have just got lucky. Just to be safe, I am going to buy a fluctuator door sensor just to be safe, because from what I've been seeing on YouTube, When I looked it up yesterday, they go out, and they go out commonly, every 5-6 years. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe them brushes that are on that fluctuator door on the sensor, maybe that gear that is holding the fingers that make connection to the circuit board is coming loose just a little bit, and that's what's causing that fluctuation where it can't find what position it should be in. So all I did was take my fist and crawl up under there, and I didn't take anything apart. I didn't take nothing apart. And I gave it a good whack down there by the floorboard. And I heard something click, like try to look where, and boom. Then I heard the door open and the air went up into the defrost vents. And then I went ahead and tried to hit the buttons in there, and it was working. So before you spend 60 or 70 bucks on a new fluctuator door sensor, yeah, try tapping on it first. I got lucky. It worked. What Bendejo say? No go put those clothes in the snow. There was no snow out there, I don't believe. Very little, because it was a warm day. It was 45, 50 degrees almost, 40-something degrees. So I'm just going to wet the clothes. I think here next week or this week coming up. Wait, what's today? Sunday? I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is supposed to be 45 to 50 degrees. But the nights are supposed to get cold again. It's supposed to be like 45, but there's a wind. There's a wind. It's going to be the same temperature, but there's going to be a wind. So we'll see. I'll put the clothes out there, or a towel. I'll wet the towel, set it out there at 3 o'clock. I'll leave it until the next day. See if it's still damp. At least damp. And I don't know. It might be dry. But if it gets in the 20s, I imagine, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works. It can't hurt. We don't even know if the girls crossed the river. If they did, it was cold. It was 45, but the time they were out there at 3 o'clock, the sun is starting to go down and there was a wind. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. All right. I got to go. I got a couple things to do around here. I don't know what I'm going to make. Cajun turkey sandwiches sound pretty good. I even got some rigatoni parmesan, pasta salad, bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. I might have to run back and maybe get some rye bread. I got wheat bread, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have a pizza. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. But I bought 2 giant bags of meatballs, too, for meatball sandwiches. And I'm just going to chill, watch YouTube, and the Super Bowl tonight. Yeah. If the people I'm watching the dogs for is watching this, the dogs are doing fine. I had to shovel out the door, the back door. There was a drift in front of it. But dogs are good. Little Sophie licked me on the nose when I walked up the stairs. Maybe I'll get another dog. I don't know. But that'll just give a reason for someone to try and kill us, I guess. I don't know. From this social media stuff I seen on No, I think that was on the news too. Either a car ran into the building or was it a tornado? I think it was a tornado. And they went in to start cleaning up after the tornado. I think it was a tornado, or maybe it was a car. Either it was a car that somebody went to go hit the brake and hit the gas pedal and it went through the dog veterinarian place, or it was a tornado, one of the two. But they went in to clean up the place and they started finding these vials that said COVID on them. So I don't know if that's true, but is it possible? Oh yeah. Come on. Yes, it's possible. You take your dog, my dog ain't feeling good or gets a checkup. Well, we're going to give him a couple shots or whatever, rabies shots, distemperment, and, whatever. And they inject them with a COVID. The dog gets sick. Maybe the dog is capable of handling the virus, being that they eat their own crap, but they're contagious. Is it possible? Sure. You bet your butt. If a bat can pee on a banana all the way over in another country and they ship it over here and somebody's got some kind of a bat disease, which has happened, that's been documented, and then they track it down and it came from bats feeding on bananas and peeing on them. Yeah. Why wasn't that detected? Food inspectors. We ain't got too many here. It should have been detected as soon as it should have never made it to the shelves. But it did. Why? Food. They don't test it. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. Don't forget Dave's Guitar Channel tonight at 11:30. 11 or 11:30. Sometime after the Super Bowl game. Great show last night, Dave. Great show. Yeah. The way things are going, what you letting all these people up playing, well, I might take a drive out to Boston out there and pay $10 to get up there and pump out a couple songs with you. There was bets last night in your chat, I think, maybe, about the color of your shirt. Was it a Bengal shirt or was it Chicago Bears colors? Are them Bengal colors? I think they were Bears colors. It might have been the Bengals. I don't know. All right, this is my video for today. I might do a great outdoors video, but that's about it. I got things to do. I've been noticing a lot of people on YouTube saying YouTube is consuming their whole lives. Some of these ladies have families, children, young kids, and they get so consumed on YouTube that the whole house goes astray. Piles of laundry and everything. So you can't let YouTube control your life. All right. Bendejo, I got to do great outdoors videos. People love that scenery that I show them. I got artists making paintings of the sceneries in my sunsets. So, I got people commenting, it's so beautiful and everything. You got to give the people what they want. Oh, my back is killing me. It's going to rain. Or snow. One of the two. I don't know. All right. See you folks later. Do a cooking with Johnny video. I might. I got a big thing of chicken that needs to be cooked. I also have a turkey that I bought for Christmas because they were on sale. So I bought an extra one. So I might cook that up. I guess turkey will stay good in the freezer for a long time. So it's been December, January, February. It's been 3 months that it's been in the freezer. I don't know. Well, this channel, I got cooking videos, like 4 of them. So it's a little bit of everything. Madness, cooking, guitar stuff, movies, skits, crime. Now all I need is a woman to have romantic. I got it all covered. Family. I even got family videos, talking about I got to help my little brother or something like that. I got a little bit of everything here. A little bit of hot, smoky, sexual, steamy love machine. That's all here. No, Bendejo, I'm not gay. I'm not going on a date with you. Quit it. If you want that kind of stuff, you go over to Dave Levine's channel. We don't have none of that here. Dang it. I am a straight man, Bendejo. Quit asking me out on dates. Dang it. You shouldn't be asking me anyway. You probably have a man crush on me. That's okay. I had one on a lot of music dudes, but that's as far as it went. Quit stalking me. You've been showing up in chat rooms that I'm on. Stalking me in these chat rooms. Quit it, Bendejo. We're just friends. They burnt Denny's down. These people could have took down the White House, and I would have felt less worse than you attacking our beloved Denny's. How dare you people? Denny's. You attack anything around these fast foods. Leave the fast foods alone. Well, Denny's ain't fast food. Denny's home cooked on the grill. So you Black Lives Matter Antifa people, leave Denny's alone. It's unbelievable. And that was a good Denny's too. These people would go through no extent. Unbelievable. How many people got the vaccine? I don't know. Am I going to get vaccinated? I don't. It's apparent they don't care if I do or not. Or they'd be knocking on my door. I'd have a military group here knocking on my door. You got to get this shot. I don't have to go to the doctor. No, we'll give it to you right here. All right. No, but they don't do that. So, yeah. Could America improve? Oh, yes. God dang, China and Japan were knocking on people's doors. Shot? Yeah, sure. Yeah, America can be improved. I know one thing: we need more food inspectors. We need black lights. We need all kinds of We need all kinds of lights to inspect these bananas, oranges. These people are probably pissing on our bananas before they even before they even get on the boat to come over here. You know, you can't see it. It looks normal. You put a black light on it, and it glows like a nuclear potato in The Simpsons. So, yeah, I'd say there's room to improve in America. All right, I got stuff to do, man. I can't be saving the world every day. I got to do everything in this country. When I go to other countries, I live like a king. I come here and I got to do everything. God. All right. I'll be back later. Got to do everything in this country. They talk about this white privilege crap. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm the slave. White privilege. Christ. Unbelievable. All right, I got to go. This is unreal. Christ. They want me to, this is unreal. I got to do everything around here. Unbelievable. Somebody get some new calculators at the White House, Pentagon, IRS. Your numbers are way off. Way off. Then again, I wouldn't doubt it if they sold you computers that were electronically or calculators that were fixed. Of course, the numbers are off. Well, we only spent 10 billion or whatever over on this war in Iraq for 20 years. Are you kidding me? It's more like 30 or 50. Dang calculators are messed up. I better recalculate them, calibrate them, whatever. I got to watch the dude. So I got to go. I got to check out Wayne. I got to do everything in this country. I got to cook my own food, do my own laundry. I got to do my own dishes. I got to take care of my own car. I got to help help with my little brother. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do all this stuff in this country. Unbelievable. I got to shovel snow. I got to do my own laundry. This is unreal. I got to run the country. I got to do the books. I got to, unbelievable. Then you tell them your numbers are wrong. Impossible. This is America. Your numbers are wrong. You're off about 30 million. They just don't happen. I went to college. Yeah. Your numbers are off. Impossible. Oh, shit. One day we're going to wake up and there'll be one shot and we'll be 18 again. Is it possible? Yes. Will it ever happen? No. Not if we let these people be in charge of it. It'll never get done. And quadrillions of dollars will be spent, well, actually stolen. I gotta go. I got shit to do. I gotta get everything done around here. I gotta vacuum. I gotta wipe my own stuff down. I even gotta wipe my own butt. in this country. Usually I have FBI and Secret Service doing that for me. Christ. No, I hope you people are having a good Sunday. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I'll be back later.